Hi, I am Renee Matthews Jackson, a multidisciplinary artist from Cleveland, Ohio, via Tallahassee, Florida. And now I live in Round Rock, Texas, a beautiful little suburb outside of Austin, Texas. In uh, January of 2020, I wanted to come back to school and I decided to join Full Sail University, but I procrastinated and then COVID happened. And so here I am 4 years later, back at Full Sail to pursue a master's degree in journalism/media technology. I've been interested in using my words since I was young. I actually did a pep rally where I read a poem and I got a standing ovation, and that excited me. And I knew that day that I wanted to be a poet, a famous poet. And from the very first time I heard fairy tales and anything with rhyming words, I was like the child in the family who read and wrote instead of played. And so my siblings would call me the weird child. Here's my mother's weird child. There were 11 of us, so it was very hard to find your identity, and I found mine in books. Um, I used to watch Dorothy Fulltime on TV. She was a critic and a commentator and a TV journalist. And I thought, I'm going to be Dorothy Fulltime when I grow up. And so along that path, I got deterred. And here I am now at age 70, still happy to pursue that path because you're never too old. And as the book says, life experience, as Stretch said, life experience uh, is a good teacher too. And so the discussion of the five strategies, the first strategy, return to your origins. Yes. When I returned to being that 14-year-old at that pep rally, I knew that I wanted to be a poet, and I have gotten derailed. When Coltrane mentioned that he was different and strange, and he only wanted his voice to be heard, and that's why he chose music, it stunned me because he's such a brilliant horn player that I realized too that I haven't ever done this for the money because it is my passion. And so I went to my roots, and my roots told me that writing was my passion many, many years ago. And as far as occupying the perfect niche, I don't know how to do that because, as you can see behind me, these are my paintings. Here is my book, Seed for My Wheat Field. I teach, so I don't know how to compartmentalize my ambitions. I want to do the writing, but I keep getting pulled over to the theater to get on stage. And so I need to learn that. Um, and I know it's not simple, and that was my quote. It's not simple. It's a process like everything else. I thank God that I'm still around to further pursue that process. And the false past. Oh my gosh, I have worked in corporate America. I've worked in nonprofit. I've worked independently, freelance. I, my path has just been all over the place, and let go of the past. That was hard for me because I have these antiquated ideas in my head about how things should work, and there's an easier way. My grandson told me, Grandma, there's an easier way to do it. Let me sit down with you. And then I want to tell him, and they get frustrated. So I'm trying to learn how to find that easier way and find your way back. I think I have. Coming here, I found my way back. Now, the two SMART goals that I'll use are relevance. I want to be relevant even at this age to all ages. And also time bound because I write grants and I get those out on the deadline. But when it comes to my work, I don't give myself a deadline. And so I have to begin to do that. So hopefully in the next 3 weeks, I'll be able to apply these strategies and these goals to make for a journalist.